Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mushroom with Genghis. So Crocodile event is back. You click here and this is where you flip like a bunch of spoons and whatnot and combine them, make them stronger and drop and see how far you go. Get some more icons, hearts I guess, and level them up, and you just keep dropping and keep getting them through until you get enough. So now I should have one more. Oh, combine these two. Those are right there. Boom. That'll definitely go right through. And do we advance to the next level on that one? Or we got to do another one? Anyways, you get the point. We don't have to look at this. What I want to talk about today with you guys was Divinity. This thing, honestly, the buffs in here are huge. So I've been working towards, you can see now, I got 3 buffs of each. And the next level is 800. I'm obviously not going to do 800 before I do all the 200s. Because to get to 800... that's 600 more icons, coins, tokens I have to use. I could open up another buff on these other ones just by doing that. So I've got 3 and 3, and there's 4 total ones. So I'm going to open up all of these to 200, and then I'm going to go to the 800s. And then I'll get them all to 800 before I get them all to 1800. It's going to take a while as a free-to-play player. All you can do is continue to press buttons like I am now. And it's actually annoying. They don't have I can't just hold this. I'm holding it and wishing that it would actually go, but it won't. So that's annoying. But then you just get them, unlock them all. I'm not going to do any locking on the up top to replace them. I'm just going to replace them all in general if I kind of get pretty lucky and have like a blue or an orange. Green isn't too good, especially crit rate for me right here because I'm a mage and don't really need crit rate. But if I could get like a 10% crit rate over time, that would help out being a prophet. I've always thought about using the crit mask just to get me a little bit of crit rate to help me out because I have all these crit percentages. Of course, I don't have 30,000 crit damage percentage like a archer or a warrior. And here we are. We got the third one. So ignore gen crit rate. That's not good. So I'll play with this just a couple times to try and get what I want. Ignore pierce, counter strike, global HP. That's not quite what I would want. Ignore combo, ignore pierce, ignore block. Yeah, let's put that in. That's pretty good. And then we go down here. And since this one, luckily this one was already almost at 100. But where I was going with that, I've always thought about using the crit mask instead of the skill rate mask just because my skill rate's almost at 100. So how much higher are you going to get? So why not get a little bit of the crit rate in there and help yourselves out? So you should always be looking at that sort of stuff. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute as soon as I get this one up to 100. But you guys should do this exact same strategy. This is clearly the way to go. And then when you unlock these, you unlock the next level and then get a whole new set of buffs. So I'm hoping to get that done. It'll probably take about 2 months before I get there. So we're getting really close to 200 now. There we are. And let's try and get at least ignore Pal Inspire, global defense, ignore regen. Really like that. That's a nice combo. So now they're all there. And now I can start working on another one. Now, where I was looking here was, if we look here, like my crit rate is 1.66%. So once a battle, I'm using crit. But I have all this 3,000 crit damage. And then if you have your combo or counter, whatever it goes in, that'll help also. But my crit rate, 76%. For skill rate, sorry. So if my skill rate was up towards 100, would it be worth it to change this over and put, where are we? Right here, crit rate 10%. Get an extra 10%. It's not bad, right? 76 to go down to 71. Maybe you don't want to do that, but if I had that up around 96 to go down to 91, might be worth it to add that on top of the rate that you get at the bottom in there with extra crit. Because there's not many places to get crit if you're not going to be changing your gear over. So it is something to think about for all classes. Just get any bonus crit, adds onto your basic attack. Like right here, you see all these shots going in from my player, just like right here, crit. Could be crit, instead of just basic. Anyways, let me know in the comments your strategy for Divinity and what you think about my crit rate thoughts as a non-crit player. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.